GBM makes radio programmes in English for broadcast on TWR to teach God's Word through radio. Andrew Cook is based at GBM Mission Centre in Abingdon, and he produces Serving Today. Take us through what a typical Serving Today episode includes.
The final spoken word of each Serving Today episode happens on the dot at 13 minutes 10 seconds. And within that time period, we usually have two series that are running concurrently. So there might be some Bible survey material. Those are overviews of different Bible books, looking at the key themes or doctrines that are coming out in a particular Bible book. That would then be followed by some sermon suggestions on that particular book of the Bible. We do some doctrinal overviews or summaries, and again, encouraging our listeners to think about how they might preach that to their own congregations.
As well as airing on TWR, Serving Today is also broadcast by a number of smaller FM stations, including 4 in South Sudan and a large station called Radio Joy in Kigoma, Tanzania.
Radio is still a very important means of communication in Africa. A couple of years ago, there was a story on the BBC website about a man called Samson in Nigeria, and the story said that he was having to run away from some Muslim militants who were going to take over the village where he was living, and he didn't have time to pack his bags or anything else, but the two things that he took with him were his radio and his Bible. And I think that just goes to show just how important radio is in many parts of Africa. It's been important in recent years with the whole Ebola crisis. Radio was the main means of getting public health messages across. People listen to the radio to know how to grow their crops or health and medical related issues as well. So why not have a program for pastors that is helping them in their main ministry using the airwaves as well?
Following each series, Andrew and his wife Maria produce radio booklets based on the programme scripts, which are then sent to listeners on request. These are also printed by TWR in Johannesburg and used in their programme follow-up. I interviewed Karen Barkheusen, who deals with TWR audience relations, in a room filled with GBM radio booklets, and she explained how feedback reaches them.
I receive letters from prisoners. That is the only demographic that I can say I will expect a letter from. Most of the time, it's WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, text messaging, emails. Africa has embraced technology, especially social media. Majority of our African listeners are young. They all have cell phones. Some of them have multiple cell phones with multiple cell phone numbers. The younger generation is very hungry. And they're very hungry for truth. And they'll look anywhere for truth. And that's very scary. So you need to know that when they ask for something in a specific way, or they're asking for a specific topic, that you send them meat, that you make sure that you send them the right thing. Because they're going to take that, they're going to devour it. And then if it makes an impact, they're going to share it. So, that's quite, you've got quite a responsibility in sharing the right material.
We thank God for the ministry he has given us through radio and ask you to pray that new funding will be found to enable us to continue this important ministry.